Click on Power BI Desktop. See, first time I'm opening here. I lost my profile. I lost my profile. Anyone having knowledge how to get our profile in Windows? Anyone having knowledge how to get profile in Windows? Okay, let me continue. This is transforming data area. We completed last class. Data source settings completed, and today we need to discuss about parameters. We'll see. Go to parameters material. So reverse rows, transform rows, pivot column, unpivot column. Everything clearly available here. Adding column menu also completed. View menu also completed. Query dependencies completed. Help menu. We studied help menu. Different options in the help menu. Discussed. Home menu. New source, close and apply, recent sources I explain. Entering data, data source settings also explain. Absolute path, network path, everything completed. Next topic is working with parameters. Guys, very important topic. Focus. What is parameter? The word parameter available in almost all IT tools. Almost all IT tools. Not only tools, even language also. Java, .NET, these kind of language also. So simply parameter is a user interactive storage value area. Like a variable, but it will take user interaction. The difference between parameter and variable is variable will hold intermediate value, parameter also hold intermediate value. But variable hold intermediate value during the process, during the programming. Parameter will hold intermediate value, which is given by the user. So your application should run based on the user input. Then create parameters. How many user inputs you want to take, those many parameters you need to create. So take SSIS, take SSRS, take Power BI, wherever you go, parameters only for user interaction. So what is parameter? User provided or selected value storage folder. It is like variable, but user interaction will be there. Advantage of parameters: better user interaction, better data filtering. And mostly companies are using parameters for connection string operations. Which operations? Connection string operations. Connection string. Which operations? Connection string. So what do you mean by connection string? I will tell you in a couple of minutes. Then how many types of parameters available in Power BI? There are two types. Sorry, three types. Not two, three types. Any parameter, sorry, two types actually. User defined parameter, internal parameter. Internal parameter within the script level. User defined parameter, what we create. Again, this is three types: any, list, query parameter. So this is system will take automatically during its process. So you don't bother about it, just work on this only. Talk up to user defined parameters. What is any parameter? Here user will enter a value. User will enter a value. And based on that, the respective data set filtered. One. And you have more values. You cannot show in the drop down, then go to any parameter. So user will get a prompt dialog box where he will enter. As you example, today examination result. Everyone wants to see their own scorecard. In the situation, they mention their hall ticket number and see the scorecard. So that comes under any parameter, user interaction, but any value user can enter. Second one, list parameter. You want to give it to user a drop down with fixed list of values. And the fixed list, user will select the value one by one. That is list parameter. Third one, query parameter. User will get a drop down. User will enter the value one by one. User will enter the value one by one. But so user will select the value one by one. But the list of values changed. That is query parameter. What of a parameter? Query. Total how many types available? Three. Any, list, query. Got clarity? So these are three user defined parameters. Now I will do an example. I will do a single example. Many examples available, sir, regarding parameters. Now, I will do this additional example. Additional case study. Customer use case. Customer asked a use case like this. I need a report when user enter value, user enter student ID value, student ID value, comma, select location from fixed list of values and course from dynamic list of values. So I need a report. When user enters student ID value, select location and course. So I need a report. So in this situation, this is situation. In this situation, we need or we require 3 parameters with 3 different types of settings. Full stop. Use the parameters on the query where or which is used in the visuals level. When user passes values to parameters, parameter values pass to dataset, dataset values displayed on the visuals. So this is the use case. So to implement this scenario, we need how many parameters? 3 parameters. Why 3? Because student ID 1, location 2, but fixed list. Course 3, dynamic list. So for this student ID value, enter student ID value. And if you want to implement it, compulsory you require, we need any parameter. Which parameter? Any parameter. Next, location fixed values. If you want to implement it, we require yes, list parameter. Course dynamic list of values. We require query parameters. Highlight. Understood? Any parameter, list parameter, query parameter. I will do that. Go to this. Manage parameter, new parameter. I will take here pair student ID, parameter student ID, description. Please enter it student ID value. Type here you mention decimal number, suggested value, any value, current value 1005. So parameter, description, decimal number, any value, current value 1005. New pair location. Please choose a location. Data type is compulsory this parameter data text, not any list of value. Mention here Hyderabad, Vizag, Vijayawada. The default value is Hyderabad. Current value is Vijayawada. What is default? What is current? Current means in the Power Query level value. Default means if you don't pass any value, what's the value you want to take? If you don't pass any value, what is the value you want to take? That is default. So this is Power Query value. This is if user does not pass any value, what's the value you want to take? Location. Next, click new parameter course. But we will keep it whole. These two, okay, click OK. The two parameters ready. First one with a value, current value. Second one with a current value. And before I go for query parameter, take a query, because dynamic list of courses. Right click, add as new query. Add as new query. So from this, the query is ready. So if this is changed, this will change. If this is changed, this will change. Right click, rename, new query added, query underscore course added. So my concept, if course is changing, this should change. Yeah, in such a way I planned it. What next? Just go to home menu, manage parameter, new parameter, course, text, query. What to take? Query. Here query indicate this is our current value, MSB fast track, any value. Now whatever this course query having, the same will come to this parameter drop down. Now this is the current value. Click OK. This is ready. How many parameters? Three. Three parameters means three user values it will take. On what basis? Type basis. Fine. But where do you use? What I will do is fact table duplicate. Right click, rename. I want to use it pair visual. I'm taking a name. Right. So this is the one I'm using on the visual. This is the one I'm using on the visual. So I'm taking it. Now these parameters should be filtered here. How? Go to course text filter equals. Working with parameter is a two-step process. First, create. Second, use it on the data set. Sorry, use it on the query. Then only user value will go to the query and filter it. So equals to advanced course ID equals to parameter per course. Location ID equals to parameter location. Student ID equals to parameter per student. So course ID equals to per course and location ID equal to per location. Student ID equal to per student ID. Click OK. No problem. Maybe the combination, parameter combination not available, it is empty. Got clarity? Success. The next part is the next part. Close and apply. Now I will take a visual, please. Visual. On this visual, I will take parameter. This one. This is filtered. User parameter value filtered one. So go to this. Take the values. Student ID, location ID, course ID, actual fee, discount fee, tax amount. Empty, because the combination which was given by default or current value not available, so not showing. Then how user will interact to this? He has to go to transform menu. You are not in the Power Query. Power Query level parameter created, you applied on that query, completed. And Power View level, here only user interaction will be there because visuals available. So transform data, edit parameters. So here you need to type the value. Here you need to sell the value. Here you need to sell the value. This is any parameter, list parameter, query parameter. Which parameter? Query. But what about combination? If you know, fine. Otherwise, go to source data to give the best combination. The drive batches. Your batch is 6 p.m. batch. This is the data set we are working on. Click on it. Now I will take one combination. 1088. Student ID. Location. Hyderabad. Course ID, MSB normal track. MSB normal track, Hyderabad 1088 I want to take. Go to this 1088. Hyderabad. MSBA. Shall I click OK? Click apply changes. Click student ID. Don't summarize. Given record, we got it. So this is a combination we given. You are expecting actual fee, discount fee, tax amount, the visual showing. Now go to transform data, edit parameters. 10999. Click OK. Apply changes. Student ID wrong, so it will be blank. Next, I will take one more correct record and stop this parameter topic. Student ID 1085, Vizag location, MSBA classroom. Go to this, transform data, edit parameters, 1085, Vizag location, MSBA. Click OK. Apply changes. Ready? So this is a way parameters. User will pass value to parameter, parameter pass to query, query filtered, and then to visual. So what is the process? User values to this. The values filtered on the query. Step 1. Step 2. The filtered values on this step. Simple only, no coding. Just filter the data. That's it. But one or two steps available, you need to practice it and remember it. ఏది చేయకుండా ఫిల్టర్ అయిపోతుందా? మంత్రం ఉంటుందా? లేదుగా.
Sir, excuse me, sir. For example, at the real time, for example, when data is in the last
ఇలా ఫిల్టర్ చేయము, అందుకే రియల్ టైం కేస్ స్టడీ తీసుకున్నాను మీకు ఇక్కడ. రియల్ టైం ఇలా అడుగుతాడు కస్టమర్. He will give a use case and ask you. Any questions? Right, sir. But this parameter concept is not user friendly. Point one. Why, sir? You are saying not user friendly. This is desktop. No customer will use this interface. You will move to cloud by clicking publish. Publish to cloud. I will go to some workspace, ATM April. Select. Now go to cloud. How do you go to cloud? No, it is not Azure. app.powerbi.com. Workspaces, ATM April. This is the one right now you publish. This is the report. Customer will see like this, but the problem is he cannot pass parameters anywhere. If you see this, if customer want to pass parameters, not report, he has to go to data asset, click on this, settings level, parameters available. Here customer has to pass. That means we need to give some training to the customer on this. This is data asset. This is report. You need to go to data asset. You need to go to settings. There you need to change it. Do you think customers will do that? So no customer is using parameter concept in the real time. Then what about user interaction, sir? Wonderful. Wonderful mechanisms we have here. I will show you. This is a visual table visual. I will take other than this table, some duplicate table we have. Student ID. The same way, location ID, course ID, actual fee, discount fee. Ready. Good. Now you want to filter it. Take a slicer. Slicer. Take courses. Courses in the slicer. Take one more slicer. Locations you want. No coding, full graphical. I'm not using keyboard. And you want student ID, slicer. Take student ID in a slicer. Go to this drop down, no problem. Select it. Who is the student require? 1005. 1005 data. 1004 you want, 1004. 3. Is it easy? You can cancel. If you want Azure reports data, only Azure data. Or Hyderabad data, you want only Hyderabad, Vijayawada. Whatever the data you want, it will filter. So no coding, nothing. By using visuals and slices, you can do that. Slicer is manual interactive filter. Earlier, manual code filter. This is manual interactive filter. As we have beautiful topics like this, we never go for parameters in the real time for user interaction. Then why still the concept is there? If you don't go for parameters for user interaction, why still we have the concept? Majorly companies are using dataset connections. Which connections? Yesterday, I told you, say go to transform data, transform data source settings. This is called network path. How to take network path, I explained, correct. But if user want to pass at a cloud level, then this is your cloud. Your report already published. If user want to pass his connection, then he has to go here, click on it, settings, data source, he has to pass, not possible. So in that situation, the best way is parameter. We will create a parameter for the data set. So at runtime, here we will pass, because connections are passed by mostly development team or technical people. So they know about parameters. So they can come to data set, they can come to parameters, and they can pass the values. They can pass the values. Understood? All right. So I will implement, sir. This is your path change source. Control A, Control C, network path. I don't want to take directly like this. It's the wrong one. I will create a parameter. Manage parameter, new parameter, parcon, parameter connection, description. This is data set connection, any parameter, any value mentioned here. So paths value in the parameter. Click OK. Now go to this, change parameter. Don't run with this, run with parameter. This text indicates static. This indicates parameter based. Parameter count. Shall I click OK? Click close. If customers want to pass connection at runtime, create a parameter, filter in the data set. Okay, now close and apply. Publish again. Publish. Save. ATM April, click select. Got it. Go to this. This is data set. Click settings, parameters. Now here the user will change. So this is a major reason why people go in for parameters in the current market. Data source settings. Which settings? Easy to pass values at runtime. The slicing and all we cannot give. The slicing and all we cannot give. Visual data slicing possible, filtering possible. But if user want to pass value at runtime, parameters only best one. That's the reason the mechanism. If you read this theory, I clearly explain here why companies are using more and more parameters. Advantage of parameters. Good for connection string operations to maintain multiple environments. This is a major reason. Okay, sir. Done. The concept of parameters successfully completed.